it's not what we would call cozy, I would say.
No.
But it's got a very soothing atmosphere.
Yeah. Like when you're just like walking like through the brush and stuff and taking your time and like you just listen to the birds and the wind and everything. Like it's nice. It's really nice.
Yeah, it's like it's not quite what you would call like a walking simulator, but it's close.
It's close.
Yeah.
But I did like find some workarounds to make it a little bit easier, I guess.
What do you mean?
You don't always have to be slow. Like, I found that if you're just like running, and then the moment you hear something, you stop moving and you track the call, usually it's a warning sound.
Yeah.
And from there you creep up.
So here's what I was thinking for your 1v1 me, bro, against Walsh in it. So I know you said like, okay, set like an hour time limit and like most kills.
Yeah.
I'm going to suggest that you amend that to it has to be the most harvests, not kills, because they can run, and if you don't catch them, it doesn't count.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah. Agreed, actually.
Yeah.
I was going to say that the day of, because you actually need to go up and confirm your kill.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Agreed. Because I don't know how it's going to work in multiplayer necessarily. But there's like the game keeps track of all your harvests.
Yeah.
So in multiplayer, I'm hoping that it's like a reset and it'll be like a fresh like screen overall. And
if not, it should be easy enough. Like I think it keeps track of like at least the time and day, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
But either way, yeah, you'd have to confirm your kill, because I've definitely shot stuff and it didn't die right away. So I had to like track it for like a mile or two.
Dude, do not go for headshots in that game because more than likely it's just gonna like take off like a jaw at most, and then you're just left chasing deer for miles.
I shot a bear in the face.
Yeah.
And it charged me. I shot a moose in the face. And it charged me.
I shot a moose and 3 of them charged me and just stomped me.
Yep. So I had tracked I shot this moose originally. So that starter house, when you go down to the lake, like, and you turn left and follow the lake, like lakeside there.
Yeah.
When you see where the lake finally ends and curves back around, there was 2 moose, male and female, and I shot the male in the chest from, I don't know, like 300 meters or so, maybe. Somewhere around there. And it didn't die, of course.
No.
I got it like right there, man. Like I definitely got the bullet close to the heart. I had to have.
Yeah. Well, you know how to check that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Because like after you confirm the kill or whatever, you can do the X-ray. You can see exactly where you hit. It's very educational for, future reference.
There's a reason why I said I think, and not I know.
Oh, because it got away from you?
I chased this thing up the fucking mountain, down the mountain, back around the mountain. So long it stopped bleeding. It brought me back to where I fucking shot it. I then shot it again.
Yeah.
It ran back up the mountain. I chased it back up the mountain.
Yep.
I then got right up on it. Like I was able to get within like 10 feet. So like, what's that? Like a meter or 2, essentially.
I don't know, dude. I only use freedom units.
I shot it point blank in the fucking face with my rifle because I was like, the shotgun's gonna be too much spread regardless. Like it ain't. It's about peppering. Like that ain't happening. Shot it in the face. It charged me and then beat me to death.
Oh, so you didn't even try to use the handgun?
I did actually use the handgun. I used it on a turkey. So, like, turkeys are probably the funniest ones to go after because they'll run away from you like 10 feet. And then they'll stop and they'll turn around and look to see if you're still there.
Yeah.
And as long as, like, you're next to a tree, they don't know you're there. And then you can just shoot them again. Like, I've killed, like, a grouping of turkeys in, like, less than 500 meters of running.
Well, that was going to be my other suggestion is instead of it just being the most bagged trophies, you make it, it's the most black bears. I
killed a couple.
Yeah.
So I did chase a couple because, like, one of the quests kind of forces you to follow them.
Mm-hmm.
And, man, with the starting equipment, I don't know, man. Like, I chased a bear down. I shot him like 3 or 4 times, and then I couldn't see him anywhere. And I heard the noise, but it, like, before I could fully turn the camera around to see, like, where it was coming from, it was loud. I knew he was close.
Yeah.
He was on me, and then mauled me to death. So, yeah.
Yep. Speaking of starting equipment, how the hell is the hunting dogs DLC?
I didn't try it.
No, like you have to. It's like $5 like a dog.
Yeah, I'm not willing to try that.
Yeah, like what the hell?
Also, from a couple videos, descriptions or like titles. I didn't watch any of them. I just was scrolling through to get an idea of like from some other people playing the game. People don't like the dogs.
Really?
Yeah, like it doesn't help at all apparently, or it does, but it's very minimal.
Well, that sucks. Like, I'm sorry, but if you put a dog in the game and you let me pet it, that instantly raises my rating at least like 2 points.
Oh yeah, same. But that dog should also already be in the game instead of me having to buy the dog.
Oh yeah.
Like with real money. Like let me buy the dog with in-game money. Like money I've earned.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's a fun game though.
Yeah. Do you check out the other free reserve? Because I think all the rest of them are add-ons.
No. I only tried out the first one.
Yeah, the other one's in like Germany or something like that. I was tooling around in it yesterday. It's got got foxes, more deer, obviously.
Okay.
Fuck ton of annoying ass Canadian gooses. They're constantly.
I've been wanting to shoot
honking.
some birds other than turkeys. So
yeah, they're constantly honking. Some other kind of like pheasant or something like that, and bison, European bison.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh, I want to. Oh yes.
Pretty cool.
I know one of the DLCs allows you to hunt big cats.
Yeah, I don't know which one it is, but like I was looking on, I think it was a subreddit or something like that, of just like the different like, oh, here's this update and whatnot. And no, people are really hyping up a couple of different things, but primarily they're just talking about like, dude, you gotta go for the diamond hunts. I'm like, I don't even know what that means yet.
I don't even know either. I mean, I'm like, I'm still like a little cuck boy. I'm like, I don't even have a new weapon yet.
No.
Oh no, I take that back. I did buy the bow actually.
Yeah, unlock the bow. I haven't even used it yet.
I haven't either because I didn't have enough for the arrows. So
I know.
Bullets are expensive.
Well, the basic ones are free.
Yeah, but I want upgraded ones so I do more damage and can actually kill things.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate that there's only like 2 other options per gun.
Like I feel like the starting rifle, it's like a pea shooter. Like it's not. It's not. No. It's a 223, I think, but for the caliber. But still, like when you're going up against moose and
you
bear,
want some hollow points.
dude, I want some penetration or something.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-mm.
you know,
I want
I'll take a
expansion.
hollow point. Yeah, I want some expansion.
Yeah. I mean, that's actually a great way to jump in the day because, I mean, All In is happening like right now.
Right now.
So it'd be pointless for us to try and speculate on what's going to happen or try and review things that we haven't seen yet. So
understandable.
I figured we just, sit and run through the past week at Gamescom because there was a ton happening there. Also,
it was a pretty busy week.
Yeah. Also, I do have the live stream open over here on my other monitor to keep an eye on things. Jamie Hayter just popped back up. So we got some Haterade action happening on the pre-show.
Oh,
wasn't expecting that. Yeah.
Man.
Gamescom. Let's see what we got here to start off with. To the surprise of absolutely no one, just very unfortunate bit of marketing on their timing and unfortunately the reception of the movie, Borderlands 4.
There's something that could be said about the movie purposely flopping.
Yeah.
So that the game does better. I don't think they tried for that personally, but we can hope. I haven't seen the movie. Have you seen the movie yet?
God, no. Why would I spend money to watch that movie? Especially when it's coming to streaming in like 4 days.
Yeah, I had no intentions. I still don't. Even when it's free, I don't think I'm going to see it personally.
I might give it like a good old, 5 minutes. Just to see.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Jack Black is probably the only casting that actually makes some sense.
Well, here's the problem with that, okay? You cast Jack Black in a role and you only have him do the voice. He better be like Bowser in the Super Mario Brothers and not the most annoying character in the franchise.
Well, it kind of makes sense to have him be the most annoying character. I obviously haven't seen it, so don't know what it's like, but yeah. It's the only one that, like, the only casting that actually made some sense to me. What's her face that plays Phoenix?
What, Kate Blanchett?
Yeah, like they
Lilith?
needed like Lilith. That's the dude. It's been so long since I played these games.
Yeah.
I think they needed someone younger for that role, personally.
Well, it's just that Kate Blanchett is like a phenomenal actress. She has done how many different roles where she's just amazing and magnetic and wonderful. Even when she was in what was it, Hot Fuzz? It was just her eyes. It's the only thing we saw. Nailed it.
But like, she's great. Nothing against her.
Yeah.
I just don't think this was the role she was meant to play, personally.
No. I mean, I just
think it's a lot of miscasting.
It's definitely a lot of miscasting. Look, at the end of the day, nobody gives a shit because nobody saw the movie.
Yeah, and I really feel for anyone who actually worked on it behind the scenes, any of the editors and like cinematography and all that, because it's like that's going to be a stain on your record, no matter how good you did on it. Like, because I wouldn't doubt there's some really great shots and some really good like post-production work that has been done in that movie. When it comes to like making sure colors and everything pop and all that, but. Man, it
didn't look like it from any of the trailers. Like, it looked pretty flat and gray, unfortunately.
Yeah, a lot of it does look flat and gray.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, though. Like, that's just not a movie I would want my name attached to.
No.
And
funnily enough, this is nuts. Randy Pitchford was ecstatic that his video game series has outsold the movie that was based off of it, because you can always count on Randy Pitchford to have the correct take about anything.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Surprisingly, out of nowhere, though, we did get an announcement of Mafia: The Old Country, which that looks pretty freaking cool. I'm gonna be honest with you, the Mafia games never grabbed me. I don't know if it was just like the setting or the theme, or I just never got around to it. I'm not gonna try and like say that they're bad or anything like that, because that'd be ridiculous. I've never even tried them yet. But this one, I might give it a shot.
Yeah, I might. I played Mafia 3 a little bit. Achievement Hunter had showcased it like once or twice, so I figured why not?
Yeah.
And I'm not going to sit here and say it's amazing or it's bad. It's middle of the road. It definitely went for more of like the GTA in the past kind of clone.
Yeah.
And not fully, though. I don't want to say it's a complete clone, because it's not. It is its own thing still, but there's a lot of similarities.
Well, what was that one from Rockstar that was like an old school? Oh, LA Noire.
Oh, yeah. I actually like that game.
Yeah, I could see, like, I would prefer if they brought that back, just because I feel like they could do more now with it.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're preoccupied with constantly developing and never releasing GTA 6. But it'd be nice.
True. It would be nice. Yeah. I would like that too. Maybe like a sequel. Doesn't actually have to be in the same like storyline. It could be like set in the future or something, like the 60s or 70s. But I would like that.
I just really enjoyed the out-of-pocket questions you could ask people.
Oh, brother. Okay, hold on. Rockstar, if you're listening, you can have this idea. Okay? You can have it. But I demand that we be put into this somehow in some way. LA Noire 2 is basically just Dragnet the game.
Oh, yeah.
Go after like the hippies and like Reefer Madness in the 60s and 70s.
Bring back the theme music.
Oh, man. You get your partner, and like it's definitely like good cop, bad cop, but like both are like just fucking straight aces.
No, just both are bad cops. There's no good cops.
There is no good cops.
That is like pristine for some straight up co-op action.
You know, and not only that, you could base this more off of the 80s movie for Dragnet. So you could make one of the characters like a Dan Aykroyd type character.
Yeah.
And then the other one, a Tom Hanks.
Alternatively, what if it's just like every great cop duo series franchise in existence? Do a Lethal Weapon, do, you know, Starsky and Hutch. Like just roll all of them together into one. Like just go through different eras. Well,
like you have like little characters that you find like in the precinct and such that like it's like a Riggs or a Donald Glover. Like hell yeah, I would love that. So yeah, if you want to do that, Rockstar, you do it. But you put us in the game.
Yeah, that's like even if it's just like a small bit part, like we're just two jackasses that got locked up and we're in the lockup in the station, just there, like Stellar and Waldorf from the Muppets.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would love that. I mean, you know what? I'll even take being an already dead body. Like we're just dead on the ground, and you got to solve our murder.
You gotta bring us to the coroner's office.
Yeah.
Get the medical examination done. Dude.
And they'll find out like we just died in like the most horrific ways.
Yeah. In the dumbest ways too. Like not even murder, just self-inflicted by accident.
They were trying to climb the telephone pole and they accidentally fell on the transformer and it exploded.
So up next we got Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Got a release date and also revealed it's going to be coming to PlayStation 5. Delayed.
Of course.
You know, timed exclusive. you know, that's whatever. But I mean, I guess Phil Spencer is really pushing this whole thing of like, console war is over. We're just gonna make games available on everything now.
I mean, it's the best option, honestly. We're heading towards the point where I believe consoles will just be computers at this point.
I mean, they're already there. It's just, you know, they're locked to their operating system unless you know what you're doing.
Right.
Which I don't. But
I don't either. But I feel like they're going to hit a point where they're going to be more universal. You're going to be able to upgrade them like you do your PC. It's just more geared towards games.
Yeah.
But it'll be less console-y like we knew it.
I mean, it's unfortunate that Amazon and Google and whoever the other one has failed working on their like just streaming pure platforms. As far as like a replacement for a console, it's just not quite there yet. The support's not there, but I mean, that's definitely it in the future. I mean, come on.
Oh, yeah. When you make data storage easier and more affordable, and you make upload download speeds a lot faster, like fiber optic being spread everywhere, it'll get there.
Yeah.
It'll get there. It's not there yet.
No.
But I mean, when it comes to like the platforms as a whole, we're already seeing the evolution now. Whereas like Sony's kind of taken more of a backseat role in some ways with their console. We're not seeing I shouldn't say Sony, sorry, Xbox taking a backseat role because they're trying to push Game Pass more. You can tell that they're trying to step away from what consoles as we know it already. They just haven't quite hit the mark yet.
No. And they recently revealed we're getting a new run of upgraded Series X's. Like there's a digital only version now with a bigger solid state, I think is what they announced. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, in my opinion. It makes it easier for people in many ways.
Yeah.
Because one of the biggest issues with the Xbox is storage. So,
I mean, I have just a little external plugged in to mine just because it's easier to like have something downloaded and just move there when I'm not going to play it for a while.
Exactly.
Ooh.
But Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, though. I think I'll give it a shot, probably.
I'm intrigued. That's not going to be like obviously like a day one.
No.
But that's something I'll wait to see like what the reviews look like and then maybe jump in on that because I'm intrigued. It's Bethesda working first person and well-known IP. I mean, they've kind of like dabbled in kind of that vibe before a little bit, but give it a shot. You know, what's the worst that could happen? I mean, it's going to be on Game Pass anyway.
Well, exactly. Like, not only that, but like we've seen what they can do with first person. We've gotten a lot of first person action RPG adventure types from them. Yeah, I feel like they're able to do it. It's just, will it feel like Indiana Jones?
Yeah. From what they've shown off already, I feel like it does kind of like nail that vibe more than, you know, Crystal Skull did. But, you know, speaking of them, they did announce that Starfield's getting an update. They finally added terrain, you know, vehicles that you can drive around on the planets now. The empty planets.
Yeah. Do you remember Mass Effect 1?
Yeah.
When you got to drive around with the Mako? Yeah. It's going to be like that, but worse. At least the Mako, you could like do like jumps and stuff, even though the world was like empty. You were just there to like get materials. Like, come on. It's going to be the same thing, but worse.
Yeah. It's unfortunate too, because the one good thing about that game, I will give it, was the shipbuilder. Shipbuilding was fun. Like, I enjoyed that. It's just that the rest of the game was boring as fuck.
Yeah, and gave me motion sickness, like I had said before. It's the only game in like a flyer game where that's ever happened to me. I don't get motion sickness easily. Like, it was crazy.
You know what one might do it to you is the new Dying Light, the Beast, which they announced. Because, yeah, I mean, I remember like first person drop kicks and Dying Light. Hell, throw you through a loop.
Yeah. Or when you jump off a building, the speed at which you're going down, like, it makes my eyes do the depth perception thing when you're standing real high up, and it makes my balls tingle.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Mirror's Edge, you know,
Yep.
That did to me. Made you pucker a little bit.
Oh man, every time you jump from building to building, man, that game did not feel like you were meant to do that, but you did it anyways. Like, you, like, the only times where I felt super like I'm just a human in that game and not just like a hardcore parkour person was when I jumped from building to building. Like, that was terrifying.
Dude. I'm trying to think if there's like Steep. Steep is the other one that I could see like that doing it to me, just because there was like the wingsuit sections and stuff like that. That one was a little less severe because it wasn't first person.
When things are in third person, it doesn't affect me as much because like Spider-Man.
Oh, dude.
Doesn't do that to me. I just love swinging around for hours on end, but I don't get that feeling from it when I'm dropping. So,
Spider-Man's probably the only PlayStation game I would say I've platinumed twice.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, I don't deny that though, because I have like fallen into the Spider-Man section of YouTube Shorts, where all people do are these crazy like speed runs of like flying through the city in certain ways and having it look super cool with the camera and everything.
Dude, the people who do the mashups where they change outfits like in the middle of it. Like, it's insane to me.
And it's the same exact like run going through, but with a different outfit each time. Like, they ran this 100 times. Like, it's crazy.
Dude, people are fucking nuts. There's another game that it's been announced, but we got another look at it that I cannot wait for. That's also based off of another intellectual property that I'm a big fan of. Dune Awakening. Dude, we are going to play that on this channel. Like, that is happening. That is a thing that we are going to do because it tickles my fancy.
Yeah, I looked at that, and yes, I do want to play that. I'm not going to lie. It looks really good. Who knows? That could be like our staple. Oh yeah, hi to anyone new that has just subscribed recently. Thank you for subscribing. We have a lot of people new watching us from the Supermarket series.
Yeah.
I know that we're like a little bit of everything plus wrestling channel, but we might become a Dune only channel after that. So,
I mean,
you never know.
I wouldn't be opposed to that.
I know you wouldn't. That's why I said it.
Yeah. Only downside is I don't have the popcorn bucket.
You know, I tried to get the Wolverine one without having to like get it while I was at the place at the theater. They're expensive when you look them up online. So not happening.
No.
Not happening.
You know what? We won't be only a Dune exclusive channel, because we also got another look at Monster Hunter Wilds, and that's another one I'm dragging both of you into.
Dragging?
Okay,
we're dragging Walsh.
We're dragging Walsh. Yeah, we're dragging Walsh into playing Monster Hunter, especially. So the thing, Derek, I don't know if you've looked at the changes that they've made in the updates that they've revealed so far.
I have not.
So one of the big changes that they made is far more open world, where you'll be able to go from camp to do a mission and then just to do another mission without having to leave. Massive weather effects, like we're talking, they've showed off a dust storm, for example. Some new monsters, obviously. I think the one that they showed, I can't remember the name, but it's basically a giant spider. we're getting giant spiders.
Oh boy. Oh man. Yeah. All right.
And the one thing I'm very excited about is they now have the ability to carry 2 weapons with you out into a mission and be able to swap them.
Good. Yeah. Yes. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Definitely. Like, dude, the Monster Hunter series is one of those ones that, like, it'll pull you in if you let it. It just will. It gives you just enough of a grind and enough of a reward to make the grind worth it, you know?
Oh yeah, I have tons of fun with the series. I think the first one I played was on the PS2. I don't remember what the name of it was, but it was not the first one. I know that. And ever since then, like I always like dip in and out with it, kind of like EDF. Yeah. Like I always dip in and out of the series. I don't play every single one, but it's one of those constants that's really nice.
Dude, and not only that, but it's also like one of the ones where the community is so solid with it at this point that if you have a question, you can find the answer immediately. Like if you look at what's the latest one was Rise. If you look online, like people built companion apps for that game, completely independent of Capcom, just being like, here's a resource that you didn't know that you wanted, and it's free.
It's actually kind of amazing how quickly the games community can get stuff out, honestly. Like, especially with something like that, where you walk into this game, you don't know what the hell's going on. You know, like it's hard to pick up. But if you have stuff like that from other people who've had that same issue, hell yeah.
That, and I love the people in the community that have like kind of like chosen what they main as a weapon, like they've been sorted into a Hogwarts house. You know, where it's just like I'm ride or die hunting horn or something like that. Or
I mean, I'm
all day, every day.
I mean, you know me, I'm all about the memes and stuff. So I immediately went to the Gunlance. Always.
Dude, Gunlance is ridiculous for just the traversal aspect of it alone. Like the things that you can do with that is absurd.
It's also a great combo breaker. Like that, especially like that very first monster in Rise that you have to face, the bear thing. Like that thing can be in the middle of any of its attacks. Yeah. And as soon as you shoot the dang thing, it's done. And it's like,
See, the real move is the parry. That's what you need. Just the quick with that shield, bang, done.
Oh, wham. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Me, I'm a fan of like almost all of the weapons, I gotta say. I still haven't really dug into the insect glaive. That's one I haven't really like spent a lot of time with. But dude, giant sword, love it. I mean, I want to be Guts from Berserk every day of my life. And that dual blades is just anime as fuck. Long sword, ridiculous. That gets probably the most love from the developers out of all of them. Personal favorites, Switchblade and Switch Axe. I love Transformer weapons. It's so cool.
So much fun.
Oh, and just the movement aspect of having a bow and doing the slides. So cool.
Yeah. I was going to say the bow is actually really fun.
Yeah.
Like if we, like the three of us played that continuously together in a group setting, I think I would probably end up taking the bow.
Dude, if you put the time in, any of the weapon sets are the most fun thing in the planet. You know, it's just all about like each one of them plays differently. So it's just whatever style you want to play with, you're going to have fun as soon as you figure it out.
I feel like I am like a zippy dippy Aragorn when I play with the bow. Like I'm just zipping around everywhere and putting off shots all the time, man. It's so good.
I mean, if you had a shield, you could be like Legolas and just slide down the stairs.
Yo, I would love that.
Dude. This one, I'm not 100% on yet. I dig the art style. I'm just not sure if I want to do like another Overwatchy kind of game. But Marvel Rivals, they showed off Captain America and Winter Soldier character reveals. I mean, the design of it, I love. I love the art style. I love the characters that they're using. I just don't know how well it's going to play.
Yeah, you know, that style of game is fun to play, like Valorant and all that. I'm just kind of tired of that genre, personally.
Yeah, and it's surprising because what's the other one that they showed off from Valve? Deadlock, which is another MOBA style game where I'm just like it had its time and its place, but I'm kind of over it, you know?
Yeah, like don't get me wrong, like I might every once in a while pop on a MOBA.
Yeah,
like we did that with on the channel with Call of Duty, with Warzone. But
no, well, that's more of a battle royale. That's true. I'll give you that. No, that's true. That is more of a battle royale. But like my League of Legends days and stuff are over. They've been over for years. Dude, the problem with all the MOBAs is they're so toxic. You know, it's just what it is. It's just makes you want to stop playing because you're not having fun playing it.
Well, in like audience, you probably don't know, but like I love Dead by Daylight. That game is toxic as hell. But there's a purposeful toxicity about it though. With a lot of the perks and stuff like that you can get, like it's built in already to kind of be toxic. A lot of these MOBAs are not built to be toxic, and yet it ends up being extremely toxic when you go into play, especially if you're a new player jumping in like late, like me in many games. I'm like, okay, I'm not sticking around for this. Like, I'm not going to listen to some 12-year-old scream at me because I don't know that my character should be taking the top path versus the middle. Like,
I think the most toxic game I still enjoy, primarily because there's no chat, at least in text or speech sense, but Marvel Snap. Marvel Snap is super fucking toxic. There is like, dude, some people just hate in that game. But you know what? They're short. You don't gotta stick around, and you can just move on.
So I can actually speak to that a little bit. So that game came out a few years ago now, I think.
Yeah, it looks like it's like 3 years maybe,
somewhere around there.
Yeah,
I downloaded that immediately when we were able to, and I played it for a while, like a few months, and then me and Alex finally started facing off against each other. And I don't remember the exact build you had, but whatever it did, it was like I had no counter to it. And then I kept facing that same build in the versus mode just without you. And then I you know what? I just put it down after a while. I was like, nope. Losing like 12 times in a row, I'm done. I'm done.
Was that back in the day when like the meta was the Galactus deck?
Yes. Yeah. Yes, that's what it was. Yes.
Yeah. They make regular changes to the game just to keep pace with what the meta is. That one doesn't work as well as it used to anymore because they changed how a number of the cards work. Because like my move when I was running it was to have Spider-Man in my deck with Galactus, because you could lock down a location with Spider-Man for a turn. So it'd be do wave to get Galactus out early, hit Galactus, then hit Spider-Man, and then they can't do a move on the last turn of the game.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. That's what it was. And then I faced it like 12 times in a row outside of facing you, and then I deleted the game. And I was like, and I'm done. But it was a fun game, though. I'm not going to deny that. And it probably still is a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah. I think just this past week I re-downloaded it just for the sake of it, and I think I pulled number one on the the weekly, like they do like a weekend like ranking thing for stupid little cosmetic rewards.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Which I was not expecting, but hey, because I haven't played it in, God, at least a year now.
Yeah, I don't play many games on my phone. Hearthstone mainly.
Yeah.
Just because I don't have to put any money into it, and like the people who put money into it, you know,
they win.
They do. Yeah, but
it's pay to win. Come on, that's like.
Oh, it is. Yeah, but that's the thing. I play Battlegrounds where there is no pay to win with that, unless you count like the Game Pass where it allows you to choose between 4 heroes instead of your normal 2.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't really care.
No, you can't get invested in something like that. It's just gonna hurt you.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
Speaking of getting hurt by getting invested in things, the Arkham series announced yet another VR game for Batman Arkham instead of a mainline Batman Arkham game.
Oh, you mean Batman Arkham Shadow, Alex?
Yes, I do.
You mean the first-person action game that's exclusively for the MetaQuest 3?
I didn't even know they're on MetaQuest 3, if I'm being honest. I didn't even know there's a MetaQuest 2.
I didn't either.
Yeah. It hurts me because I just want another Batman Arkham game, but it's not going to happen because Arcane they were forced. I'm going to say they were forced to do a games as a service Suicide Squad game set in the Arkham universe, and they just ruined the franchise for themselves, unfortunately.
Yes, they did. I agree with you that they were forced. I don't see them doing a game like that.
No.
When not forced to do that. So
it doesn't feel like anyone who is in the creative roles at Arkham said, you know what we should do? We should do this. That feels like it was a board or an executive decision from someone who was just like looking at the bottom line of like, oh, these types of games make money. Let's do that.
How do we pinch every penny from these people? Like, yes. Accountants is what you were thinking of in the boardroom that came up with this idea. They're like, well, if we really want to make money, we need to bleed them dry like those FIFA games. So
now, a game I did not see coming that I feel like, as long as it's not complete trash, is going to make all the money in the world. Did you see Atom Fall?
I didn't watch the trailer yet.
Yeah, it looks like a British Fallout, basically.
Ooh,
is kind of the vibe I'm getting. Yeah, like right down to being first person, kind of like feels post-apocalypsey. There's some fantasy elements going on there. I definitely saw like a bow and arrow action happening in there. So
hell yeah,
just like it's gonna like tickle that itch, Oh,
I am A-okay with that.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't suck and it works well, they're gonna make so much money with that game.
Oh gosh, yeah. Speaking of making a lot of money with a game, that will probably end up not getting the best of reviews at the end of the day because I'm already seeing some gripings. Is Civ 7 was announced.
Yeah. Let's be honest with ourselves here about what's the classification for Civ? Is it a 4X? Is that what they call it?
Yeah, 4-axis.
Yeah, like all those styles of games sell decently well, and the longer a series goes on, the more the fan base hates them.
Yep. Oh yeah. This is no exception, Alex. Looking at it, they've changed a few things where a lot of these changes were mods for like Civ 5 and Civ 6, where like you'd play an overall like nation altogether, but like heads of state and stuff would change over time, or like the name of your Civ would change and like evolve over time. They've now made that like official with Civ 7. They've worked out, it looks like, I should say, I don't want to say 100%, but it looks like they've worked out more of the external buildings and such. Overall, it does seem like, even with some of the quirks that some people are griping about, like with not having like overpowered nations and stuff, it does seem like you're never going to really play the same game twice.
Yeah.
Because you could play the same nation, starting nation, and evolve into a different way because of how the game's going, and end up like starting as Egypt and ending up as like the Mongols. So...
Isn't there like specific tech trees that are locked behind which culture you start off with too, or which leader you pick?
More like the eras.
Okay, that's what it was, the eras. Okay.
Yeah, so there's like 3 or 4 different eras that you can play through, and each one is different technically. But like you can do a full playthrough where you're going through every era. But you can also play it where you're only playing in that specific era, and the tech trees and stuff will be locked to those eras. So once you move on, you've moved on. So if you didn't get every tech in that era, you don't have every tech in that era. It just is what it is.
Now, you triggered something in my memory bringing up Civ. Was it 7?
Yeah.
Are you familiar with the lore from Civ 2 referring to the Eternal War?
No.
Okay, so this made its rounds on the internet, I want to say like a decade ago, which is insane because essentially this dude has been playing Civ 2 at the time of the posting for like 11 or 10 years, something like that, and it's just like there's 3 civilizations left. It's the entire planet is just a nuclear wasteland, and it's just like, you know, little like it's a war of attrition constantly between like I can't remember what civilizations were left. I want to say like Vikings or Celtics or something like that were one of the ones left.
So you are the one who showed that to me years back, that was going on. And yeah, I do remember that. Is it still going on?
I have no idea. The last time the guy who posted about it like threw up an update was like a decade ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wonder if that game is still going on.
It might be. I know there's like they made like a subreddit for it, but like the last activity on it was like 4 years ago.
Okay.
So like who knows where it's actually at.
That's crazy.
It's probably hard to find people that want to play, you know, Civ 2 20 however many years it's been.
Well, you
30.
know what? I do see Civ 4 pop up in my feed on YouTube sometimes. So there probably is an audience for it. I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah.
There's an audience for everything. So no matter how niche.
Somehow.
Yeah. Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Speaking of that though, I came up with a list because, like, you know, remember how we were talking about how like YouTube channels and stuff like have a name for their audience and all that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I came up with a list of 10 that I like
10
refined down. But I'm only going to give you the 3 that I like the most.
Okay.
The Night Owls.
Okay.
Has a very like high school team vibe. The Night Shift.
Okay.
Yeah, not the greatest. I like Night Owls is my favorite. Obviously.
I feel like we could use that someplace else. Night Owls is ahead for me right now. Yeah.
And then the Midnight Squad.
Midnight Squad.
Yeah.
That could be fun.
So
here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna leave it up to them to determine which they prefer, Night Owls or Midnight Squad. in the comments. Like, just write down your preference right now.
Yep.
Pause the video, add a comment to YouTube or on Spotify for the people that are watching, people that are listening. Hit us up on either Instagram or on the YouTube. Let us know there which you prefer.
Exactly. And who knows, maybe we can make like a poll or something on YouTube.
Yeah, we can do a community poll, I believe.
There we go.
We'll have to do that.
Nice.
I'll just leave that up. Whichever one wins, I don't know how much time I'll give it. I'm going to leave the time limit to be arbitrary because
that works.
I want to give people time.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
All you night owls out there, I'm not trying to push on the scales or anything.
Yeah. We're not putting the thumb on our scales, whether it be night owls or Midnight Squad, by any means. No.
By any means, you fellow midnight squatters. Squatties.
Squatties. Ooh, squatties.
Yeah. The squatties. Ooh.
Now, the most unexpected announcement that I saw was the Mars Attacks game. What the
heck?
It looks like it's Roller Coaster Tycoon with aliens from Midnight Squad. Or, yes, from Mars Attacks.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not against it. I might want to play it.
Yeah, it's not the yes or no. It's the why.
Exactly.
And okay, that I'm at right now, where it's like it doesn't quite throw me off from wanting to try it just because it's so unusual and unexpected.
Well, let's be real. The Mars Attacks movie itself was unusual, to say the least.
Yeah, one of Tim Burton's greats.
Yeah. So it stands to reason that the game would want to follow in suit with that and just be absolutely probably absolute craziness, I guess. I don't know how else to explain it because the first movie was just the movie was weird as hell.
So it was 1996 is when it came out, the movie, but which was based off of the trading card series from Topps, which I don't even know when that came out. When those
I don't know either.
Like those were ancient.
Yeah. So it's called Mars Attacks.
Yeah.
Which is a great name for it too. Great work.
Okay, yeah, the cards were sold in 1962.
Oh my gosh.
So, well, I guess that makes sense. It's been over 30 years since the movie came out.
Just following suit.
Yeah. So,
but yeah, so the thing came out. The cards came out in the 60s. The movie came out in the 90s.
Yeah.
And the video game has come out in the 20s.
Yeah. So like another 30 years.
It's hilarious. I love it.
Dude. I like legitimately, like, I don't know how to express the sort of respect I have for the movie Mars Attacks and just like the balls on Tim Burton to decide this is going to be my next movie. And no, it's not going to make any sense. And yes, I'm going to get every working actor in Hollywood to be in it. And Tom Jones.
Like, I was sold as a child when I saw Pierce Brosnan's head on a Chihuahua's body. So, like, that's all I needed.
No. He was a severed head. Sarah Jessica Parker.
Oh, that's right. She was put on the dog.
Yeah,
it's been so long since I've watched this. But yes, you're right. Yeah. You are right.
Oh.
I do plan on trying this out. You get to like make little dioramas for like Earthlings to live in and stuff. It seems fun. It seems weird, which that fits. So
I saw like the thing that I'm gonna do is gonna be a blatant ripoff something I saw online this week, where somebody was playing. I believe it was one of the roller coaster tycoons, or like one of the similar games in that vein, where they made their park, and the theme that they chose was divorced dad park, where they take their kids for the 1 week in the month that they get them. Like, all the different stands were named in that same vein. It was, dude, man. I wish I could pull it up right now, but I can't remember where I saw it. But it was so good.
Well, I mean, we can't say much. Like, when we play GM mode, we have world's favorite dad.
Yeah, we do.
He's divorced, but the only difference is it was a mutual divorce. Like, it was healthy. And like they have a healthy relationship, and you know sometimes divorce happens. It was amicable, you know. Yeah, like they have a healthy enough relationship for the children.
Nope, I found it. I found it. I don't mean for the audio to come through here. Yeah. Okay. A sign that says "It wasn't your fault." The balloon stand, Dad's new girlfriend. Umbrella stand is called I'm Not Crying. Tap out shirts. Information kiosk is called How's Your Mom?
Oh my gosh.
The bathroom is Let Me Smoke in Peace.
Nice.
Forgot my kids at school. Fries. Nice. Meet your new mom carousel. Picking up dad from the bar go-karts. Table for one hot dogs.
Oh my gosh. That can be interpreted so many different ways.
Sorry, I missed your dance recital.
Yes. Oh my God, that's a good one.
Never saw it coming. Observation tower.
You know what's missing?
Yeah.
A henna tattoo spot that's like tribal tattoos.
Yeah. Oh God. The signature ride is a roller coaster called the Midlife Crisis.
And they're all the cars are shaped like little Corvettes.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God, that's so great.
Yes,
but that's exactly what I would make my park be, because that's just too good.
Yeah, I would. Let's be real. I'd probably not understand what I'm doing and fuck it up for like the first like 3 dioramas, and then finally realize how to do it, and then have to restart again, and then only play the first one until I perfected it. And then never go farther because I give up.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what's a really fun game in the aspect where the failures can be an unexpected bit of entertainment in that same vein?
Alex?
The Jurassic Park series.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, dude, those are so much fun when you screw up, because then the dinosaurs break out and start chasing people and eating them.
It's very true. It's very true. Sometimes you can set your park up to fail on purpose.
That's true. You can. The one thing that really... The downside was I got very attached to my dinosaurs when I was playing. So, like, if one of them even died from old age, I'd be heartbroken. Because I was like, oh, little guy. He was my friend.
I understand.
Yeah.
I understand. I talk to the animals and stuff in real life, trying to have my Disney princess moment and all that. Never happens. Like, no, I guess one time I had a couple birds come near, but they were just playing a game of chicken with each other to see who would get closer to me. And I would say hello every time they did, and then they would run away. Well, fly away, I guess. But yeah.
Dude, speaking of chickens and dinosaurs, JR was interviewed leading up to Wembley, and he was quoted as saying, "Boy, JR looks old. Guess what, Einstein? I am old. What the fuck do you want?"
I freaking love JR. Oh my gosh.
He's a gem. Oh God.
So good. You know,
yeah.
There's another gem of a series, Alex, that has made an announcement. It looks like we're getting a remaster of Goat Simulator.
Yeah, I saw the trailer for that, it looks like they're just incorporating so many different aspects of gaming lore into the Goat Simulator universe. I haven't played 2 or 3 of the Goat Simulator games, by the way, which exist and I believe are on Game Pass.
Yes, I've played 3. 3's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's one of those perfect, like, just dick around games, man. Like, you don't want to do anything too strenuous or crazy. You just want to goof off and, like, freak people out and find some quirks and stuff. That is the game to play.
Yeah, it feels like that tickles that same itch that I know that you have of playing single player in GTA and just making your own fun.
Yeah, we used to do that all the time in GTA together. There's a lot of fun to be had on your own without doing any of the quests or anything.
Yeah.
And, Goat Simulator encapsulates that perfectly. So
it's a good little bit of just sandbox action where you can just make your own rules.
Yeah. Like, going to the skate park on a motorcycle in GTA. You can basically do the same thing in Goat Simulator.
I think the only difference is no, you can do that. You could also add a jetpack, which they haven't thrown jetpacks. No, they did bring jetpacks back with GTA Online, didn't they?
I believe they did. Yeah. Oh, yes, they did. Yes, it was one of the DLC. I remember that now. Yeah.
Damn.
And I think you could get missiles on them or something like that too.
Something like that, yeah. It's been a long time since I booted up GTA Online. I think
same.
Last time I played it was pandemic. Yeah. Beginning of the 2-week lockdown. That's the last time I played it.
For me, it was around there too. I don't remember exactly when, but it was around there. So
yeah, I remember I jumped in because Achievement Hunter was playing at the same time, and I was able to get in one of the races. I won that race, by the way. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I wonder if you could still find that video. Maybe. I don't know. It's been so long.
They started doing the download and re-upload somewhere. I don't remember what channel it is, but it is happening. So
I know the community has archived as much as they can.
Yeah.
I just don't know which video it was because it's 4 years ago now.
Oh gosh, understandable.
Yeah. Oh, but you know what? There is a little bit of fun wrestling news that we can talk about.
Okay.
Todd Phillips and Chris Hemsworth were supposed to be making a Hulk Hogan biopic, and that got canned. Is it biopic or biopic?
Both.
Yeah.
I'm going to say both because I've heard it both ways. I say biopic, but I don't know.
Yeah. But yep.
All I know is it's GIF, not GIF.
Oh, yeah. Everybody knows
That's
that.
all I know.
Yeah.
That's all I know.
Knows that. But yeah, director of Joker has backed out of making that movie, which I believe was going to be Netflix. I think was the one that was going to be putting that one out.
Oh, really?
I think so. But yeah, maybe it was him being photographed with a neo-Nazi. Maybe it was him drunkenly saying that he wanted to leg drop one of the presidential nominees.
Was it leg drop, Alex, or was it body slam?
It was both. It was both.
Yes.
It was both.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was the correct answer. That's yeah.
I'm trying to stay away from making any sort of political statements because YouTube has decided that's too much for them. Because we can't talk about it. Yeah.
Thanks, YouTube.
Thanks, YouTube.
But though, there's a lot of things that I could say would be a definite reason as to why they would, can this biopic. And, you know, I wouldn't.
Picture?
Yeah, this biographical picture. Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, honestly, I really feel like it was probably canned because like more than half the stuff they shot, they realized were lies. And they were like, oh, crap, we can't actually put this out there. No, this is real.
I would say I would have liked them to shift gears and shift it to being more like the Weird Al one that they had starring Daniel Radcliffe, where it was extraordinarily true to life, like an accurate representation of every single event in Weird Al's life put to film.
I think the big difference is unless it's on video where you can guarantee how it went down, you're never going to get a straight answer out of Hulk Hogan, out of Terry.
Yeah.
So, whereas I would say with Weird Al, you would. I'd believe him. I'm more apt to believe him. Mm-hmm. So, honestly, in my opinion, they shouldn't have scrapped the movie. They should have kept it, like I said, it's a biopic, and then did a 180 on people when it released, and have it be a time travel movie, because we all know that Terry is capable of time travel.
Oh, yeah. Working 400 days a year. He can travel through time just by going back and forth to Japan.
Exactly.
I would say I would make one change. While I do think Chris Hemsworth would have been fantastic as Hulk Hogan, recast Michael Cera in the role, and Chris Hemsworth could be Macho Man.
I love it. Oh my gosh. Could you the deadpan comedy of Michael Cera? Mm-hmm. I would love that, and don't have him bulk up for it either.
No,
have him just
not.
Be Michael Cera. We just picked him up out of the coffee shop down the street.
Maybe
he's really just reading lines.
Maybe they bring out the padded muscle suit from Arrested Development and have him wear that. The actual muscle suit. Like, don't try and make it look real at all. Just have him wear that.
The one from the show, though, so like it doesn't fit him. He's too big for it now.
Oh yeah, it's way too small for him. Like it's like he can't zip it up in the back.
Freaking what's his face that played his dad comes out and gives it to him.
Oh, Jason Bateman.
Yeah, Jason Bateman, and then you know the camera wipes, and then he's wearing it, and he's like doing a superhero pose.
Oh, I'd be all for that.
I would love it.
I mean, we just made a better movie in our heads right now in, what was that, 5 minutes? That could...
Yeah.
That people would love, because you know what? We don't get any big picture comedies anymore. We just don't.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I bet, like you said, Chris Hemsworth knocked it out of the park for the role he had to play.
Yeah.
But I think we need to lean into more of Chris Hemsworth's ability to do comedy, and have like a good cop bad cop scenario with him and Michael Cera. So you have him and Macho Man, or you have him and together playing Hulk and Macho Man. I love it.
Yeah, dude. Like, bring back the mega powers.
We need an HBK as well, though.
Ooh. Okay.
Jason Bateman.
I mean, Jason Bateman, that's one option. I was thinking we could go in a slightly different direction, though. I got two options in my head right now.
Okay.
One for his past experience as portraying a wrestler on the silver screen, Zac Efron.
Okay.
Or alternatively, just to keep with the comedy chops going, Seth Rogen.
That would be hilarious. What's his face from the movie The Wrestler?
Oh, Mickey Rourke.
Mickey Rourke, have him play HBK.
Ooh, that'd be good.
Have it be a comedy thing. Like, he actually just looks like his character from The Wrestler, but he's supposed to be HBK. He's
supposed to be HBK. Like, he still has like the hair and like the gear that he wore in The Wrestler. Ooh. Okay, okay. Oh God, I'm trying to think of like who would be the biggest guy from that era. Okay, Ultimate Warrior is portrayed by Tom Holland.
Ooh, nice. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. I think he would go full crazy and like totally lean into it and like actually lean into some of Ultimate Warrior's, let's say, hateful ideology.
Yeah.
But then we're also going to need like and I hate to say his name, but a Vince McMahon type.
Ooh. Let me think here.
Or actually, what's his face that used to do the announcing too, that passed away a few years back? With the mustache.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I was focused on who would be the best person for Vince McMahon. And I think I have it. Just because I know he could bring the intensity. J.K. Simmons.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, different direction with that one. Because I know he can do the comedy. I know he can do the intensity. He can do all of that.
I was gonna say Keanu Reeves.
Ooh. No. Keanu Reeves is Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
Yo, yes.
Because he would commit to that.
He would. He totally would. Then you know what? We need a Jake the Snake.
Jake the Snake.
I'm thinking Matthew McConaughey, brother.
McConaughey.
All right.
Like, that's actually a good choice. Like, I would legitimately like see that. Dude, we've put together a heck of a film here.
I think we have. Honestly, I would pay to watch this in theaters. Which, you know, the trope is they're dying.
Yeah.
I wouldn't pay to make this. I would pay to get a meeting with the people that would pay to make this.
I would pay to find a way to finance this.
There you go.
So that we paid for it using crowdfunding.
Dang it. That was going to be one I was going to say next.
Yeah.
Damn you.
I know.
Damn you.
But you know what we do, though? We bring in, I would say, he's not Jungle Boy anymore, but Jack Perry to portray Bret Hart.
Ooh, I actually really like that, too, because he has the hair for it already. You just got to dye it.
And it would piss off so many people.
Oh, man. But okay, so this is like set in the 80s, right?
Yeah.
Probably. Okay. Can we still have Jack Perry playing Bret Hart bitch about Billiam Goldberg?
Absolutely.
Like, that's all he talks about every time he's on scene or on screen?
Okay, I figured out how we pay for it. It gets financed by The Rock. We do like his, like, you know, every one of his products gets, you know, screen time promotion in there, and he can portray his dad.
Oh, no. Better yet. He portrays himself, and we get the guy who played him in The Rock show to be his dad.
Oh, so we reverse it.
Reverse roles.
Okay. I can see that.
Or the guy that played Triple H to play his dad.
Dude, I'll be honest. I didn't watch all of Young Rock. I did catch some of it. The casting on there was on point.
Oh, yeah. I agree. Not a good show, in my opinion, overall. Like, it was mid.
I mean,
not bad.
Yeah, the premise of Rocky, you know, running for president, and he's telling his life story. Bit of a stretch.
Bit of a stretch.
Yeah.
But we see where his aspirations are. But yeah, the casting is on point.
Oh, yeah.
The guy who plays Triple H, like, no joke, I would have originally thought that was just Triple H with a better camera from back then being put on him.
They de-aged Triple H.
Yeah, like, it's actually kind of crazy how much that guy looks like him and acts like him too.
Yeah.
Like, the guy committed.
The dude who played Stone Cold. Wow. Like, straight up just like, okay, you transported Steve Austin. What?
We need to hire Stone Cold for our movie.
Yeah.
but he plays what's his face. That was the Undertaker's manager.
Hall Bear.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Oh man. You know what? He might be too busy, but I feel if like we can, write the part down so it's only like a day on set for him, he'd be up for it.
Right? Like get like all of his scenes done in a single day. Playing alongside John Cena as the Undertaker.
Ooh. Cena's got a sense of humor about that. He'd be all for that.
Uh-huh. I could totally see him just doing like a portrayal of the Undertaker that's like uber exaggerated, but like not in a way that's mean, obviously, to the Undertaker and the character.
Yeah,
but like just in a way like how like an exaggerated version would be.
Okay? One more person that we'd have to bring in, just because he's fucking gold. Kevin fucking Nash.
Yes.
I'm trying to think about what would be the most fun to bring him in as.
The Russian. From the Punisher movie.
Okay, yeah.
No, actually, I got it. I actually have it.
Yeah.
This is like a super serious one, so don't laugh, because like my last one was a joke, right? This one's not a joke, okay? So don't laugh.
Okay, I'm not going to laugh. I'm going to mute myself so I don't laugh.
The Iron Sheik, brother.
You know what? I could see it. I could see it. I could see it. I could see it.
Kevin Nash is such a shit talker. He would fit that role perfectly.
Dude.
He wouldn't look anything like the Iron Sheik, but he doesn't need to.
No,
we just need to see Kevin Nash as the Iron Sheik, and we're done.
Dude, one of my favorite bits of Kevin Nash lore is back in the TNA days where he had his character that was a doctor. That was like a doctor for TNA, and he was accusing what's his name of being on steroids.
On steroids, yeah. Oh, dude, I would love it. Kevin Nash is great, man.
He has his moments where I'm like, that was a bit unnecessary.
Oh yeah.
But I do love his philosophy on wrestling of the only thing being real is the miles and the money and not caring about anything else.
Yep. I mean, honestly, you could do a whole series just on his rise and his ability to see where the money was going to come from ahead of time and where to move. Like with his move to WCW and everything, like amazing.
Oh yeah. Him and Scott Hall, man, they changed the game.
They did.
Also, quick shout out to, it's not a bot, but it's one of those like gimmick Reddit accounts. Kevin Nash shoots on this, where they comment on the wrestling threads on, I think, Squared Circle and probably one of the other ones. And it's like every time you pull it up, it's like 3 paragraphs long at a minimum of just bullshit. Between that one and the other one that's my favorite is the Bret Hart buries this. Like those two in tandem are probably some of the best gimmick accounts that exist out in the internet.
Oh man. I mean, don't get me wrong, Twitter used to have some great ones.
Oh yeah.
But Reddit's where it's at for the gimmick accounts. I don't remember what the name of it was, but there was the Liam Neeson Taken account.
Yeah.
They would just post on the most random shit though. There wasn't like specific spots you'd find that one that I can recall. But yeah, man. Or the Keanu Reeves. There was a Keanu Reeves one. There was Sad Keanu and Happy Keanu.
Let's be honest, like any form of Keanu is the best Keanu. He's
true.
He's too pure for this world.
He is. We don't deserve him.
No. But
he's immortal.
He should be. God, I think that's what his comic book is about. Actually, is an immortal assassin that looks like him.
So he's just finally putting his real life to paper. Finally,
that's what it seems like.
Because like I found a picture of him from like the 1800s.
Oh yeah, we've all seen that. That's something that just we have to accept. He's immortal, like Paul Rudd.
Yep.
Who just will never age.
Paul Rudd is the reason why de-aging is a thing now, because they were able to use Paul Rudd's features and simulate a clone for every person as if they were Paul Rudd. That's why, like, you look at like Robert Downey Jr. when he was de-aged, Paul Rudd. Straight
up, yeah. They sampled some of his DNA back when he was in Clueless, and they're like, here we go. We don't know how to harvest this yet, but we know it's going to be useful in the future.
Yeah, it's weird too because like no one really knows this, but he's actually a Benjamin Button type. He just you never see it because he never gets smaller.
Yeah, there's a painting in an attic somewhere that is just aging horribly, while Paul Rudd just looks the same.
Yep. Yep.
Oh man. You know,
good stuff.
There's some good stuff there.
Yeah. I want a Paul Rudd game.
Maybe. I mean, technically, you could really stretch it. There already is in the form of Lego Marvel Heroes because there's Ant-Man in there.
God damn it, you're right. Okay. You win. I'll play that.
Yeah. Wait, you haven't played that?
No.
Oh, dude. That is another one of those just like waste time games. Where it's just
I got Christina to start playing the old Marvel Lego Marvel game. I think it's on Game Pass right now.
Probably. You know, funnily enough, there is a throwback to like early 90s where Paul Rudd was starring in the commercial for like Super Nintendo.
That's awesome.
You remember that one where it's like a drive-in movie theater and they've got the that was him.
Yeah. Yep, I'm looking at it now. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I remember this. That's hilarious.
Oh god.
But Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga is on Game Pass.
Hell yeah.
So check that out.
Yeah, if you're in the, Lego games and Star Wars and never seeing season 2 of The Acolyte, because we're not getting that.
No, we're not. Well, I guess because of the backlash of it getting canceled, there's that chance it might get uncanceled.
I don't know if that's going to be a thing unless people start watching the show on repeat starting now and never turning it off for the next year, because they spent so much goddamn money on that show. It's the only way that they'd be able to do it. Like, petitions are one thing, but they need to see the metrics behind it for people to actually get it greenlit.
You know what, Alex? I believe if they actually watch or listen to this episode of the podcast on repeat over and over and over again, it will actually get the Acolyte uncanceled. So remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and listen on everything at least 3 times, or watch everything 3 times from us, because we got the Acolyte here. Season 2, we're just waiting to be uncanceled.
Yeah. That's a funny little Easter egg for people that didn't know. Editing Derek actually takes all of our content and makes it so it's like Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon, where it actually loops if you rewatch it immediately after finishing it.
Yeah, actually, it always ends as it begins.
It's true. But until then, you'll have to rewatch this episode or re-listen to this episode until next week, where we'll see you again.
Well, because Alex, the Night Owls here, our midnight squads. Yeah, our midnight squaddies. They have to rewatch it because they need to see who actually voted on what. And the only way to do that is to keep rewatching it over and over again and keep refreshing the comments as you do it.
Yeah, tell you what.
And if you're not seeing comments, put a comment in there.
Yeah. Here's a fun way you can vote. Comment on this video, this podcast right now. And let's say this episode will be for the Night Owls. Next week's episode will be for the Midnight Squads, and we'll see who turns up more.
Ooh, you know what? Mm-hmm. You know what? I think we need some election interference, boys. Why don't these people vote more than once?
On that note, well, I'm going to end the episode because YouTube's going to hate that. We'll see you next week, everybody. Have a good night.
Have a good night, everybody.